Hi everyone, I'm Işıl. Welcome to my presentation. Today we are going to talk about present perfect progressive tense, and this is the second week of the course. And let's continue what is our topics. Our first topic is stative verbs. We will learn what is stative verbs, but we already know them. And the second one is present perfect progressive tense. We will learn what is progressive tense form, and then we will compare them. What is the difference between present perfect tense and present perfect progressive tense? Let's continue with the stative verbs. These are the examples of the stative verbs. We use them to express our possessions, sense, emotions, thoughts, mental states, or other things. In this section you can see. And let's look at some of them. Have, own, possess, pack, consist. But there is an have. We can use have both action and stative verbs form, because when we say she's having a hard time, there is a stative verbs, no, action verbs form. But when we say he has a car, he has some important questions, in this form we can say it, these are the stative verbs. And there is some other can be used both stative verbs and action verbs, which is the think. She thinks that he is not, he has no value for him, for her. Or I'm just say that when we say she thinks, these are the form of stative verbs. But when we say I'm thinking now that you're useless for this subject, you cannot listen it carefully for me. I'm thinking it, and that's the action verbs form. So these are the can be used for stative and action forms, but other verbs can just use them for stative verbs. Let's look at some of them: satisfy, deny, hope, adore, prefer, care, want, mean, agree, like that. And let's continue with our main topic, which is present perfect progressive continuous tense. In Turkey, we are using it with continuous tense. We learn it like that, present perfect continuous tense. For us, it's more maybe understandable. I don't know. We are just learning it like that. So I'm saying it with continuous tense, not progressive tense. So let's look at what is the formula of the present perfect continuous tense. All of the tenses we have to use as subject. Then we learned that in present perfect tense, there is has or have version of that. But when we came to the progressive tense, we are adding some verb to, which is the be, and plus present participle. In present perfect tense, we use past participle, but in this form, there's a continuing thing, so we have to use present participle. And let's look at the more detailed information about that. The present perfect progressive tense is used to describe an ongoing action, which is continuously action that began in the past and it's still happening at right now, And let's look at some examples of that. I have been studying Spanish for 2 years. Maybe he began 2 years ago studying for Spanish, and I still studying. Maybe I will study it like 2 months more or maybe 2 years more. And they have been living in New York for 6 months. They are here. They are living in there now, and maybe they will live there more 6 months or more 7 months. And we have not been feeling well lately. Maybe they are started to feeling bad in the morning, and it is night now, and they are still not been feeling well. And have you been waiting long? And let's look at our last presentation, which is comparing what is the differences between present perfect tense and versus present perfect progressive tense. And let's look at our comparing. In present perfect, we have a subject. Both of them we have a subject and have has, of course. But in present perfect tense, we are adding an be. And while we are using verb 3 form, which is past participle form, present perfect tense, but we are using verb and ing form. In the end of the verb, we are adding an ing because there is a continuous thing, which is ongoing thing. So let's look at the examples. In present perfect, there is unfinished actions, but present continuous tense, there is an unfinished actions, of course. The kids have been playing since morning. They started to play in morning and it's evening and they are still playing. And in present perfect, there's permanent actions, but continuous and temporary actions. I have been teaching this class for 1 hour. Maybe another hour. I won't be teaching. I won't be teaching, or I will continue it like 2 more hours, like that. And in present perfect tense, there is emphasized the result of the action, while in continuous tense, we are emphasizing the duration of the action. He has repaired the car. The car is repaired, the result of the action. And he has been repaired the car for 2 hours. Maybe the car is not repaired, or maybe it will repair, but there is need for more 2 hours maybe. And the last one is indicate how many in present perfect tense, but present continuous tense. In continuous tense, we are indicate how many in an ongoing process. It has taken 6 years to write this book. He has been studying English for 2 months. Maybe he will study it for more 2 months, like that. And that was the end. This was a short course, so it's finished. Thank you. I hope so you can understand all of the I said. Thank you for listening to me. See you another week.